Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Siti Unarsha binti Wan Muhammad Sarifizah and my group members Nur Liana binti Muhammad Razi and Muhammad Aidul Shazwal bin Abdul Hadid would like to present about Max Weber theories.
One of the most influential theories in the field of organization and administration in business management is the theory of bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is defined as a concept in the field as sociology and political science that refer to the implementation of administration and law enforcement that has been made in an organization. Thus, the theory of management bureaucracy was founded by Max Weber, an influential sociologist and economist in Germany. Okay, about Max Weber. His full name is Maximilian Weber, born on April 21, 1864 in Infurt, Thuringia, Germany. Hailing from a middle-class family, a well-known German sociologist and economist analyst. His famous work, The Protestant Ethne and the Spirit of Capitalism, was produced in 1904. Max Weber has also made a distinction between the three types of authority from each other. Firstly is traditional authority. It refers to the unity of belief in a long-standing tradition in which the exercise of authority is delegated to an individual in order to establish legitimacy. Secondly is a rational legal authority. It traces truth in authority as a directive concern by referring to the belief in legality as a pattern in a normative standard. Lastly is charismatic authority. The term authority refers to a person's dedication to a trait that can be copied.
The first view that can be attributed to the structure and environment according to Max Weber is recurrency in organization. Weber never explicitly define capability by itself, but only presented its characteristics, symptom and recommendation from ourselves experience. From all this, that reader can interpret the notion of equality means by Weber, including its specialist feature, see as a demonstration of the cavalry. Weber with intensive about the position of the official in modern society. For him, the official in an important social role. Weber said the role relate to feature. First, that on us specific task to perform. In such a situation, the official has the same position as the employees, but the official must have characters that divide the supervisor and subordinates. The similarity is that the equally bound by the text to achieve the objective of the organization. The separation of power between general and employees is also under emphasis today. According to Weber, the separation of power is done to facilitate the will or statute of the organization involves. For example, employees instruct subordinates employees to achieve company objective. In addition, the attitude that needs to be down, to be shown, but all level is to achieve the vision and goals on the organization. The best organization employees will have good and open decision. Therefore, all in all, to the separation of power, so the simplified to facilitate good communicate between employees and employer.
Okay, let's move to the advantages and disadvantages about this hierarchy. The existence of a bureaucratic system can produce workers who follow instruction. Each employee must follow all instructions given by superiors. This is to able to train one discipline to do the work according to the instruction given. Secondly, is make an organization more efficient and smooth. The purpose of creating a hierarchy system is in a bureaucratic organization is to build an organized chain of command system. Third, company management can be more systematic and efficient. The hierarchy system implemented helped the top manager to divide the tasks of his subordinate according to their respective tasks, and there is no intersection and duplication of tasks. Fourth is an organization has its own set of rules and processes. Every rule according to the Max Weber must be sensible and written in order for an organization to have a good guidance in carrying out its responsibilities. Lastly, have a clear job description and a job specialization. In this system, duties are divided into curtain categories. Lastly, have a clear job description and a job specialization. In this system, duties are divided into the certain categories, just as machine, and each employee need to responsible of the activities.
Disadvantage. The first one is misunderstanding and conflict. There is a risk of misunderstanding and conflict between manager and subordinates due to a lack of communication and coordination. It may have a detrimental impact on the company's performance and production. The second, the emergence of inefficiencies. This opinion was raised by Robert Merton, who criticized Weber's theory of bureaucracy. Merton introduced the concept of trained incompetence. This concept referred to employees who only focus on what they are interested in doing their job. Employees also often lose the ability to listen and understand the problems and needs of users or people who use the organization service. The third is misuse of abuse of power. Another disadvantage of delegation is that the subordinate might abuse his or her authority by making poor judgment for personal gain or attempt to management practice in the form of centralization of power and oligarchy. The next disadvantage is formal hierarchies of authority even tend to be rigid with each other. Because in the company hierarchy system, subordinate will be reluctant to greet their superiors if it is not really necessary. This creates a formal atmosphere that tend to be rigid in the organization. For example, a subordinate employee will not greet a general manager blankly if nothing is important. The last one can cause the documentation process to be slow. This theory is alluded to by the term red tape. Red tape refers to a bureaucratic rules that is so excessive that it causes delays in a matter or process. An example to illustrate the problem of red tape is that an individual wants to get welfare assistance from agency. To get the help, the individual must get confirmation from certain parties, from subordinates to superiors, to prove that the individual is really deserve help. The individual has to prepare documents, make appointment with the parties, or many more. And finally, in the long run, only then the individual's application is approved and obtained to welfare assistance. In conclusion, Weber theories have three categories of authority: traditional, charismatic, and legal rational authority. He claimed that it did not matter what kind of authority a leader or organization had, as long as the people took their power was legitimate. It can also be concluded that the theory of bureaucracy introduced by Max Weber has had a great impact in the field of organization as well as in the field of administration.